Hi, so this dresser I got at the marketplace for $30. I thought it was real wood and turns out it wasn't. So the material that it's made out of, it's called MDF, a medium density fiberboard. I'm gonna start off by cleaning it, sanding it, and I'm gonna be changing the hardware. So I'm gonna fill in the other holes with wood filler, and then we're gonna go ahead and wait for it to dry, sand everything else, and then we'll go from there. This is my helper, Gigi Bear, by the way. So this dresser had some pieces missing, and I had some scrap material just laying there, and I just used it to más o menos fix it. So it also had some water damage on top, and I used some wood filler to fill in the dent that it left once I finished sanding it. I also don't have clamps, so don't judge me. I used a little bit of tape and Gorilla Glue to hold the pieces together until the glue dried. Now we're gonna use Kiehl's primer to prime these babies up. I also have this Bare Satin Finish paint. Honestly, I really like working with this type of paint. I usually add a little bit of water just to make it smooth. This is probably my third project, and honestly, one thing I could recommend is sanding after every prime or paint coat, just to make sure that you don't have streaks and it's a nice smooth finish. I'm gonna be doing 2 coats of paint on this one. It's best to paint from side to side and in very thin coats. That way you don't have any bleeding from the paint. So after finishing painting these, I'm gonna set them aside and wait for them to dry and move on to the dresser with the same steps. It's already cleaned and ready. I'm just gonna go ahead and prime it with, again, Kiehl's. So I didn't realize I didn't record myself painting the dresser until I finished painting the dresser. But anyway, I used a roller instead of a brush, and honestly, I think I got a smoother finish. It just looks like that right now because the paint was drying. And also you can kind of still see the watermark. So that's what we're gonna use, this gold leaf foil to kind of hide it. So I know they sell some special glue to glue the gold leaf, but I saw some videos saying that Mod Podge works just as good. The only thing is that it dries a little too fast, so work in little sections. That's why I had to keep on going back to the first section on the left top, because I added too much Mod Podge at once, and by the time I got the gold leaf, the Mod Podge was dry. So after applying the gold leaf, I let it dry for like 24 hours and went the next day and topped it off with polyacrylic. I really don't recommend applying polyacrylic with a foam brush. I think it kind of just leaves it messy. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and start sanding and priming the hardware. I'm gonna be spray painting it. So I didn't really like the way the polyacrylic looked at the end, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply one coat of the Johnson wax top coat and then apply the hardware, and then we are done.